Okay.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you today?
Fine,
Fine,
very
thank you.
well.
And you?
Thank you.
So, I'm Clementina Busaya, and I'm very excited to have you. I'm so glad that you're able to make today's meeting, and it's our first Usherpreneur Summit, and I'm glad to have all of you amazing ladies check in with us in today's edition. Today, we're going to be looking at strategies, creatives, and new beginnings. And from what I've studied about every of the things you ladies have been doing, I can see that you have, in your own way, found ways to let the world know that even if the situation is not perfect, we can make do with what we have, starting from where we are. And my expectation for this particular summit is that we would be honest and would be able to tell the world how we started, what you think is important to harness your gift, and how you think people can use what they have to achieve what they want. So today I'm joined by three other ladies, and we're going to be six on this panel. And our moderator, I would like to introduce our moderator in person of Dunsin Balogun. And Dunsin, how are you?
I'm very well, and you? Good evening.
Good evening. It's so good to have you. It feels like it's been a long time, considering the fact that Corona is here.
Yeah, that's true.
So over to you, Dunsin. Um, I know that you are ready to moderate today's section for us.
Yeah, thank you, Busayo. I think it's a pleasure being here. And thank you, Mercy. I don't Are there other people on the call right now? I'm seeing only Mercy from my hand.
Yes, they would join in. I think the network is actually taking them on and off, but
All right, so I'm seeing that Dorcas is joining again.
Okay.
So basically, let me start by introducing myself. So I think we should mute when somebody is talking so that I think background noise is not helping us. Or is it from my
oh,
hand?
okay.
Okay.
So maybe we can mute others so that we can have a lovely section. Then when the next person is talking, we unmute like that. So Douglas is trying to join. And basically, it's good to have you once again, Mercy. It's nice seeing your face. When I read your profile, I was like, oh, wow, it's actually nice seeing you. And I hope to learn a lot from you tonight. I do. I like here to like. Well, that's what I'm saying. That I think we are basically here to network, share our journey with others, and basically encourage others that there's nothing you can't do. Like that's just one thing I believe. No matter how rough or how tough the journey is, we can do a lot of things. So far, you are willing and you're ready to do it. So, Mercy, since you're the only one on the call right now, I think we should start with you. My name is like said, Olua is a very long name anyway. Oluwamidun Singh Poladara Balogun. Uh, so basically, you can call me Dunsi short. That's not been so complicated. So, Mercy, can we meet you?
Okay, good evening,
So
everyone. It's nice
let me
being
unmute
here.
you so that you can come up. Hi, Mercy, you have the floor. Yeah,
Yeah, good evening.
good
Good
evening,
evening,
Mercy.
everyone.
Good
My
evening.
name is Mercy Yemi Rabiu. It's nice. I'm happy. I'm here tonight to share my knowledge and to learn as well. I'm a beauty artist, beauty because I do makeup, hair, and gilly, and some other things as regards fashion and beauty generally. What else about me? I'm a young lady, a beautypreneur. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to know particularly?
Oh, actually, nothing out of the ordinary. So it's just about your journey, what you do, what you want us to know anyway. But it's actually your space.
Okay. So I run a business, and my business name is Royal Haven. Royal Haven
Okay.
does Royal Haven just renders services in makeup, hairstyling, gele artistry, also making ready to wear gele, very nice ones, not the regular ones you see
Yeah.
around. And we do a little bit of organizing or coordinating events, small event, and what else? I run a YouTube. I started a YouTube channel recently. Thanks, I'd been planning to start for a very long time, but thanks to lockdown, there was enough time to be able to put myself together and film some videos, and I've uploaded videos. Even though now I'm looking for time again to film, excuse me, to film other videos, just to some beauty tricks, things you should know, things that seem so hard but are really not hard. I like to film them so everyone can do stuff themselves. Because I mean, now it's not very easy to get to the salon or some other places to dress yourself up. So I just try to film something and put it up there so people can learn.
Oh, yeah. That's a nice one, Mercy. That's good to know.
Yeah.
See, all of us are actually looking for that time. So I just wish there's going to be another lockdown because it's actually gave us a lot of time to do a lot of things that we'll be procrastinating on. Like seriously, now I don't even know how my days going. Like say, but I believe that um with time we will just get back to our normal lives because that has always been our normal lives anyway. Oh,
Yeah.
anyway, Jemima, good to see you. Good evening. Oh, let me unmute. Okay, how are you today? Good to finally see your
I'm fine.
face.
Good
I think I've been
evening.
seeing that face on flyer.
Same here.
Yeah, good evening.
Good
Hi,
evening. Good evening.
Francis. How are you today? So, because your network was fluctuating, so you were going in and out. I hope it's a bit stable now.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, Dorcas. All
I can
right.
hear you.
So glad to have you ladies on the call. It's a nice time. It's going to be, I promise it's going to be a very nice time with us today. So basically, like we said, the topic of today is strategies, creative and new beginning. And, every one of us have that story to share. And the whole idea of this entrepreneurship series is to share our stories for people to learn from us, for people to gain from us, and for us to learn from ourselves, that most importantly. So from now, Messi, before you guys joined, Messi was able to introduce herself. So I think I'm going to start with Jemima again. So Jemima, please, can we meet you? What do you want us to know about Jemima?
Okay. My name is Jemima Solomon Sanu.
Oh,
I
so
run.
Jemima, sorry, I think I'm using my Yoruba tone. Yeah,
Okay.
please.
All right. So I'm a Yoruba girl because some people say I don't look like one, but I'm a Yoruba girl, and I run two
Really, you don't
agencies.
look it. Oh.
Yeah, I run two agencies, Jemmy Gele and Pinon Creations. So under Jemmy Gele, I help people tie creative head gears. when you check out my
Wow.
portfolio on Instagram, you get to see how I, craft those hair ties, and I always give meanings to them. The inspiration just flows on the spot, not like I've planned it somewhere, just comes, and I do
Wow.
my best to tie it on those individuals. Then, secondly, I run another agency, Pinon Creations. I basically help clients, young startups to brand their business by giving them, starting from their logo, which is their means of identity, to every other promotional items they will need to get seen, for people to get to know them. So, which is your logo, complimentary card, letter-headed papers, your flyers, and all of that. I do that. Then recently, I now diverted into agricultural selling of agricultural produce. All I do
Nice.
is I deliver, I do home deliveries of this agricultural produce at a discounted price. All they just need to do is place their
Wow.
orders. I discovered that, okay, anyway, I did this to solve a problem. I'd actually thought of it since last year, but I just felt, I think this is time for me to really push it. I felt that a lot of people don't get to eat fruits. Even when they eat it, maybe the watermelon is not ripe, maybe the mango they bought is, different issues. So I'm here to solve that problem for them. Give them good assorted fruits. Eat it at comfort of your home. You don't need to stress yourself, and
Nice
good to
advice.
go. Yeah. So did you say advice?
Wow. Three different unique, like, yeah,
So that's me.
like seriously, three different unique
Mhm.
niche. It's how
Mm,
do you combine this? Anyway, we'll come to that. So, Francis, yeah. So, can we hear from you? Can you introduce yourself? Tell us what you want us to know about you.
Okay, my name is Frances. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear
Good
me?
evening. Loud and
yeah.
clear.
Okay,
Good
good.
evening.
So I'm an
Yeah, we
event.
can hear you. Good evening.
Okay, good. So I'm an event coordinator, an author, and founder of the Pro Event Hostess Hub, a platform that provides capacity building, soft skill acquisition, and event hostess job opportunities for disadvantaged young women in the community or in the society. So
Okay.
as an author, I wrote the first book, the first event hostess book in Nigeria. And through this platform, through the Pro Event Hostess Hub platform, we're able to link young women to over 700 or almost close to 1,000 job opportunities. And they've used this to better their life, to raise funds, to support and sponsor themselves in school, learn a trade, and start a business of their dream. So basically, in the nutshell of what I do is that I help young women start and build a successful career as an event hostess or people that run event hostess agency. So what you call the staffing agency in the event industry. So that's basically all I do at the moment.
Well,
Thank
that's
you.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Good to hear from you. So our another Dorcas.
Now I feel like the little girl I missed every one of you.
Our digital marketer.
Okay, I'm a Motala Dorcas, like you just called right now. I'm a digital marketer. Sometimes I prefer to see myself as a social media marketer because everybody has
okay.
their area of specialization. We have places where we are better at. As much as I would love to take that
Yeah.
title, digital marketer, it's still generic. So I think I'm more of a social media marketer. Of course, I have other skills that helps me to be able to know how to navigate the online platform, um, advertising, content creation, designs, and website content management, and every one of those things. Um, I own a virtual marketing agency, registered virtual domain, and I am the head marketer. Although I have a lot of
Mhm.
virtual, should I call them virtual staffs? Because since I'm not like, we don't have a physical location, anywhere I am is my office. So pretty much, I think that's the beauty of being in a digital age. You get to be able to do anything anywhere, just at
Yeah.
the snap of your finger, thanks to the online platform. So, um, aside from virtual domain being my baby, it has been my companion for a long period of time now. I am the digital marketing executive for Purview Solutions. It's a big data analytics company headquartered in UK. I manage the group, digital platforms, social media platforms, creation of brand materials and marketing materials. And on the other hand, on virtual domain, I help small scale businesses and existing business owners with, getting visibility, um, getting the message out there to their audience, both the niched ones and the more the ones with the wider coverage. I help them with gaining visibility and getting the message out there to them. The aim is to make sales, right? The aim is to make
Mhm.
sales. The aim is to get profits. The aim is to get known. The aim is to ensure that they are not fighting in the red
Yeah.
oceans. They are not trying to compete with somebody, trying to benchmark somebody, but they are just trying to craft out something for themselves that makes them unique and that can make someone to be able to identify with them. So basically, that's what I do. I am not so much of a believer of competition. Not that competition is not good, but I'm not so much of a believer of an entrepreneur or maybe of a business owner trying to bring down another person just in the name of wanting to make sales. I believe that every brand is unique and every personality behind a brand has its own uniqueness that can be expressed in the things that you put out there that represents your brand. So that's what I do. I help brands get to know themselves, and then they get to be appreciated for who they
Yeah.
are beyond what they sell. So
Oh
that's it
wow,
from my
that's nice.
end.
So good to have lovely ladies on board tonight. And lastly, to our host, Clementina Busayo. Yeah. It's good to hear that
Yeah.
from you. Clementina Busayo, can we meet you?
Okay. My name is Busayo, but a lot of my friends call me
I
Clementina because it's generally accessible. Like I have friends in different spaces, so it's easier for them to relate with Clementina. I am an entrepreneur, so I founded Glorious Wheels Ushering Services, and the mission was to create stressless, guest focused, and client service-based events to customers. However, as I journeyed further, I saw that it was not just about customers. We also had teams to build. So it became like the SDG 8, where we wanted to provide decent work and empower people. So like so far, I've been privileged by direct train about 100 male and female, both male and female ushers and people that are creative. And I like to speak French. I love to sew, and I recently saw the need to help service-based businesses organize their business for productivity and multiply their income for profit. So at the moment, I provide teaching and I trainees to service-based entrepreneurs to them grow their businesses. So for people that have seen my sections about business secrets and how you can improve your business for profit. So that is where we are at the moment. And I'm so glad that you ladies made it to this event. I don't take it for
Thank
granted.
you.
Thank you so much for coming. And I hope somebody would have courage to follow their dreams because they are seeing you. So I think that's it for me.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. You're welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Just a moment. You can speak into the mic now. We should be able to hear you.
Sorry, guys.
Yes, I can hear you.
My mic is still muted from my hand.
No,
I
no,
can hear you from here.
I can
Yes.
hear
Yes.
you. Yes, yes, I can hear
Yes,
you,
we can.
Dulcine.
Can you hear me, everybody?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, we can hear you,
yeah.
Johnson.
Yes.
The network is pretty bumped up.
Very bad.
Okay.
Dulcine,
She's still muted. You're muted.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to
Okay.
oh,
unmute. It's not
nobody
unmuting
did.
from here.
Okay,
I don't know who muted me.
we can hear you now.
We weren't hearing you before.
Yes, we can hear you now. I can hear you now, Dulcine. Don't,
It's like it's only you
no.
that is
Okay,
hearing me.
No,
Is
no,
everybody?
no. I
Can
can hear
everybody
you
hear me?
now.
We can hear you. We can
I
hear
can
you
hear.
now.
I can.
I can. I can.
We just went on a short break.
Oh my god.
Oh God. Okay, while we're waiting for Josie, I don't know. Are we just going to be staring at these beautiful faces?
I will.
And I'm not going to get to know you. I like your smile. I like your smile.
I'll try to add that
Francis,
back.
you're not smiling. Yeah, smile. Smile. Don't mind me. It's good to see our faces actually.
I
Same here.
sorry, this
This
is
lockdown is not
awkward,
good.
you guys.
But while we're waiting for Dunsin, like I believe that we can get some things rolling.
But please let me
Uh,
know that you're
Yeah.
there because I can see you through my. Okay, so I've been meaning to ask every one of you because I've followed your work online, and I'm going to start
Okay.
with Dorcas. I one of the things that businesses suffer, especially startup, is how to pitch their business for profit, like how you can sell yourself. You know, I remember people would say elevator pitch. So, Dorcas, how does that relate? How can you interpret that as a creative person?
Right.
Okay. Elevator speech. I think basically it's not so much about the words that you use to introduce yourself or to talk about your business. It's pretty much about what you believe about yourself and also what you believe is the potential of your business outside there. If you do not believe in yourself and you do not believe in the solutions that your business is able to provide or is able to make off out of a thing or out of somebody, it will be difficult for you to know how to pitch. Sure, you get it will be difficult for you to know how to pitch yourself, or it will even be difficult for you to know how to communicate your value offerings to somebody. So, first, it basically has to do with confidence in yourself and also confidence in your product or in the service, not in the quality of it, but in what value is it able to provide to somebody else. If you know that your business, be it the product that you sell or the service that you render, can cause a transition from a point A to point B, and you understand um, the systemic structure or the process through which it can cause that transformation, it will be very, very easy for you to communicate that in whatever way that you want to communicate. I believe that we all know that when it comes to content creation or creatives online, it's not only about your copyright. It can be your video, it can be your image, it could be the type, which is the test rather that you want to use. So basically, whatever it is that blends with you as a person, that also portrays the originality of your business, is what I would advise that businesses go with, especially startups. Don't try to imitate people who have been there, who have done that, who have enough fund to create, to pay somebody to help them create like what they will call a bad video with a wonderful copyright, good graphics, good cinematography, and all that. Rather than trying to,
Okay.
spend so much money that will break your bank, just stay within the confines of what is true to yourself and what is true to your brand. Like, for example, now, you told us to introduce ourselves. From the very first statement
Okay.
that you make to the very last conversation that you will have with somebody, it should be about you selling yourself to somebody or selling your business to somebody that would make that person move from a point A of not knowing you to a point B of falling in love with you. Like, I can bet it with you right now. All of you are going to collect my number when we are done with this meeting. No be mouth. It all it all has to do with how you sell yourself. It all has to do with,
Okay.
and no,
This
sincerely, sincerely. So when it comes to pitching, when it comes to selling or getting your elevator speech is basically in layman's language telling somebody or telling people, more than one person, about what your product or service has to offer them, what is in it for them if they decide to get to buy from you, or they decide to use your service. So anything, whatever creative that you would use, be it the image, be it the video,
mm,
be it the text, it should be something that is in sync with you as a brand, behind your brand, as in as a person behind your brand, and also something that is in sync with your brand itself. For example, let's say, for instance, Messi, who is a beautypreneur. You know for a fact that it will not do you so well if you decide to start using only tests to get, people to know about what you do. Right, Mercy?
True. Yeah, true.
Yeah. As a beautypreneur, you need to do more of pictures and you need to do more of videos. Do you understand? Even if you will not spend so much money at the moment being a startup, I'm not talking about, like, I'm not saying that you are a startup. I mean, even if you are a startup and you are a
You're a
beautypreneur and you
startup.
might not, yeah, I need to clear that. I'm not saying you're a startup. So even if you may not need to buy a camera that costs 250,000 and all that. There are certain things that you can always leverage on that can help pop your pictures, pop your images, anything that can get the feel, that can make people, get that touch, feel that finesse, see the quality of what you can produce. Anything can communicate it. It doesn't only have to do with the copyright that you make. Sure, you understand? So as a business owner, you need to just know what kind of creative, be it video, text, or image, that can show that originality. That way, by the time you are now saying, okay, my name is Omotla Dockers, I'm a veteran, I'm a social media marketer, and all those ones will just be compliments. All those ones will just be compliments. So if you can
Oh,
be true to yourself, believe in your business, believe in the value offering, and understand the process that can cause a transition from a point A to point B, making a speech to somebody about what you do will just be a piece of cake, whichever channel you want to use.
okay.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Thank you so much. That's a lot. That's really a lot. I was going to ask what let me throw this to everyone. So we go through Jamie, Frances, then we come to you, Messi.
Okay.
What strategy? I've read your profile and I've seen what you do, Jamie, with Jamie Gele and Pinion Creation, which is your graphic design of. What strategies? Because we are talking about strategies, creatives, and new beginnings. What strategies did you use to scale your business? How did you position yourself to become that influence in your space? Jamie, please.
Okay. Okay, you're talking about Johnny Gill in particular, right? Or other my other brands.
No, just for your business, I know that you have the Jamie Gilly brand, you have the Pinion Creation brand, which is your graphic design brand. So what strategy did you use to introduce yourself to the market? Because
Mm.
from a research I did recently, I saw people don't even know where to start. And one of my coach said something like, send a broadcast to everybody that you know that will respond to you. You just
It's breaking. Let me just assume I heard you. Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can. I can hear
Yes, we
you.
can hear you. We can hear
Okay,
you.
let me
how
just
do
go ahead.
you what strategy?
All right. Okay, so I discovered that having a business idea and sitting down in the comfort of your home will not bring your profit, or will not bring the income you will make. So the only way I could actually get into the hearts of people is to, you know, talk to them one on one, tell them, convince them why they need to patronize me. And another thing I also did was to use the social media, constant, you know, publicizing of my products, my services, to also create an awareness with people, telling them, okay, this is what I do with Demi Daily, this is what I do with Pinion Creations. Okay, I can help you simplify your ideas into unique graphic designs. Why not patronize me? Okay, my prices are affordable, not too expensive. Don't worry, I'll do something within your budget. All of that, just to convince them to know that, okay, yes, I am capable. So I had to give them the word of the mouth, and then through social media, broadcast messages, adverts, and all of that. Then
Oh
at some
wow.
point, I also, okay, sorry,
Yeah.
let me add that at some point, I had to do free designs. Yes, especially when I started. I will deliberately do free works for people. Oh, let me help you tie your gele. Don't worry. Don't worry, ma. Don't worry. I'll not collect anything. Yeah, because I'm trying to buy your mind over. First service, I don't pay. I'll tell you not to pay. Second service, I'll say, okay, can you just pay half? And by the time you're patronizing me the third time, okay, levels have changed. Now, this is how much I charge. Oh, it's so expensive. Okay, how much can you afford? So now with time, everybody has gotten used to my prices. Oh, Jemima, don't worry, do it. I know that you'll come up with something good. Just go ahead, and it gives me that boldness to still continue.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, ladies. Network was very funny. So I was just
Yeah,
getting
we
logged out
understand.
and logged in. Okay. So I think
Mm,
Busayo covered up well for me. I was able to catch up with Dockers and also Jemima. So
okay.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Francis, please can you just talk about what has been your pain points in running event as an event coordinator in running a business in Nigeria? I know that a lot of people don't want to pay event coordinators, event people for anything. They will tell you, is it not for you to direct, and do you get? So what has actually been your pain points? Can you share with us?
Okay, fine. So when it comes to my business is divided into two basically. So one part I'm an event coordinator, and the other part I'm like an event hostess coach. So as an event coordinator, let me say maybe I had a fair advantage because I've been in the industry for almost 10 years. I started as an usher.
wow.
So by the time I was growing to become an event coordinator, I've already grown
Oh my, did you just say?
a lot of network. So can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, we can
Hello?
hear you.
Okay, so I've already grown massive network in I'm based in Abuja, so I've already grown massive network in Abuja. So and
Wow.
I wouldn't say I have challenges in that area because I come with value. I sell value. So I bring value to the table basically. So it's like you definitely would need me to make your work easy. Also, I'm more positioned to to work for. Please let me know if you can't hear me so I can repeat myself.
We can. We can.
Hello, can you
It's
hear me?
fine.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Can hear you.
Francis, are you still there? Don't worry.
Hello,
This
can you
is
hear
tech.
me?
This happens with tech. We'll be fine. Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay, fine. So, like
Yes.
I
Yes, we can.
said, by that time, I guess the network have already grown. Already know that I always bring value to the table. to the table. So I would say in area of event coordination, there was really I really don't have so much pain points, but I have pain points. Hi, good. I need to. It's going off and on.
We can hear you. Your voice is going out.
Okay. Okay. Messi, can you hear me? Because I can see you.
Yes, we can. We can.
I can hear you. Can you guys hear me? I can hear you.
Yes, we
I
can.
can hear you.
All right. So yeah. So
Yes, we
Tech, I
can.
think yeah, I can hear you
Okay.
perfectly.
Okay. So as I was saying, so the area I would say I have a pain point will be in the area of event hostessing, which most people know as ushering. So in that area, I think over the years there have been a lot of bad perception about ushers and event hostesses in the country. But in the industry have helped a lot of young girls generate money to solve most of their financial problem. But because of how the society have made them look, they rarely talk about this thing because people make it seem as if people look at them in a condescending manner. Hello?
Yeah.
I
Go
can
on.
we?
So even if an usher makes so much money, they would not come out and tell you that this is how they're making their money and all. They'll be fronting a different thing in front of you. So that is affecting the industry as a whole because most people don't really understand the benefits, like say the impact it has in society. Because even if a lot of girls have gone through this industry, most of them are not telling their stories. So that is why my business is more positioned to help change the negative perception of the industry as well as equipping the upcoming ushers in the industry so as to bridge the knowledge gap in the industry as well. So that's basically it. So in that area, I think the pain point is will be human capacity.
All right.
Will be area of human capacity because it's well, I say it's a short-term career kind of thing. So there's a lot of rotation here and there, and that's basically it. So my major pain point is in the young girls trying to understand how much this industry can benefit them and for them to make the best use of it. So that's the area I'm working on presently.
Oh wow, that's good to know. Thank you for that, at Francis.
I'm
All right,
trying
so
to change.
like,
Bye.
can everybody hear me, please?
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Yes, we
right.
can.
So at Mercy, yeah. So as a beauty artist, you said you are some you are a beautypreneur, like you call yourself. So what advice will you give somebody that is confused about entrepreneurship but really want to go into it? Like, what will you if I come to you as a person, I just tell you I actually want to go into entrepreneurship, but I hear a lot of negative things about it. What advice will you give that person as a beautypreneur?
Okay, first I would say believe in yourself, know why
All
you're
right.
doing what you want to do. Then
Okay.
it's very good to have people you look up to in the industry, but as much as possible, don't try to be anyone else because the reason this person is already, for example, a makeup artist or hairstylist is because already the person is a makeup artist. So why do you want to be the same person? Try to be someone of your own self. For example, as a makeup artist, hairstylist, and gele artist, there are some things people know me for personally. Even if there are those who have been in the makeup industry and hair industry for a very long time, when someone sees me, and it's something I have had to do over time, I wanted to make sure I was going to get to a place where you see something I have done and you're able to say, oh, Real Haven did that. And thankfully now it's happening. So if I meet someone who tells me, oh, I want to become a makeup artist, I'm like, why do you want to become a makeup artist? Is it because everybody's becoming a makeup artist now? Is it because you didn't get any other job? Or is it something you really want to do? Why are you going into makeup? Do you see the beauty as something that speaks to you personally? So if those things are already established, if you see someone you admire, fine, learn from the person, but let something make you unique in your own way. So you're not trying to be someone else, because already there's so many. So if, for example, if I'm trying to be someone else, they would as well just book the person they know already than book me, since I'm trying to be the same person. Try to be your own self. Come out of your own self to be who you are, and build your own clientele from that perspective of who you are. So you're not trying to be someone else and then there are no clients for you.
Yeah, so two things I picked from what you said was know your why. Like, actually know your why. Why are you doing this? Why do you want to do this? Why are you going into this? Because at the
Yeah,
long run, it's your why that drives you.
true.
Yes, we can hear you, Bosin. We can hear you. Welcome to the World of Tech. We can hear you actually. Please go ahead.
But the network,
Real
I think she's the network has
network here,
Oh, like
people need
tonight
to
it's so
rise up
it
and
has
terrible.
crossed her up.
It's so terrible. I
Sorry.
don't know why. And it has always been good. I've been praising it. I think he was want to disgrace me. All right. So like I was saying, I said what I picked from what you actually said, message that you should know your why, know why you are doing anything you're doing, know why you want to go into any business, know why you want to go for any programs. Just know your why. Don't do it because every other person is doing it, but know your why. And because at the long run, it's your why that helps you. It's your why that keep you there. And the next thing is be you. Stop trying to be other people. I think one thing about this our generation is we just try to be every other person. We are seeing an influencer and everybody just wants to rush and become that person. That person is that person. You are you. So you have to be you. So I think those are the 2 points I picked from what you said. Thank you for sharing that with us. All right, so um and we have, let me just run through one more questions because so far so good. We spent 50 minutes. It's just like we just started. But we are 50 minutes gone, and this is supposed to be an hour, 1 hour 30 minutes. So I want to ask Dorcas, a lot of small businesses are struggling on Instagram. Like they are struggling on social media networks generally. And you said, like you said, your niche is social media, helping businesses to portray themselves, knowing how to market themselves, knowing how to share their story, know how to pitch their business. What advice are you going to give small businesses on how to just put themselves out there? Because everybody just feel I should just post. Some persons don't even know how to create content, but they just want to be online and just open Instagram, and they feel that immediately they open the Instagram, they start making money. So when that money doesn't come, they feel discouraged. So what is the advice you have for this set of persons? Because I know we have such persons on
Um,
our live show today. Yeah,
sincerely,
Doctors.
sincerely, a lot of them they are affecting me right now. Like they're not just
Really?
affecting me, they are they are
Yeah.
they are affecting a lot of digital marketers, social media marketers who are running campaigns right now. And this is why I say so. Imagine a time when you just used to have 50 legit business owners on social media. Imagine that time when people were still like, okay, I don't know if I should come online. I don't know if I should go here because I don't know if people would listen to me. The market wasn't so populated with a lot of people who call themselves CEOs, who call themselves, they just give themselves. Funny thing is, you even run lead generation campaign, and you see people who have already, given themselves some titles, and by the time they register, only to find out that the person sincerely, okay, don't really let me go there. Like it's
Yeah, I
becoming
guess
so.
it's not good. Yeah, I
It's
understand.
I'm telling you, it's becoming so frustrating to a degree. I know this is not politics we are talking about, but the truth
And
is,
that
if
what
we will still bring this all down, don't mind me. I'm not going politics. But there's somewhere I'm going to before I say exactly what I want to say to answer your question. I believe that there is already an anomaly that needs to be addressed, and that's the fact that the finance in the economy is not flowing the way it should, and the places where it should flow to are not being fully financed. So you see a lot of people only trying to survive, and in the bid to want to survive, they try to look for what they see outside there to be working for somebody. You know, in the bid to want to survive, you just feel like, okay, what is that thing that I like to do? Okay, they say we should turn our passion into profit. What do I like to do? I think I like to do makeup. Okay, I'm a makeup artist. I like singing. I'm in the choir. Okay, I what this person, Malian, is not. He does not even sing well. He's just singing rubbish, and yet people are. I'm a musician. Like that shiny syndrome is affecting the mindset of people that are already defeated due to the fact that the finance in the economy, the financial status of the economy is not so good. The truth is, if we begin to talk about what they should do, they should read books, they should have mentors, they should know their wives, they should listen to motivational speakers and all of these things. Sincerely, it will not help. It wouldn't help. But the best I would always tell people is this: as a startup, learn to leverage. There are many things that you would not be able to do by yourself, especially because some things in your life, like if you want to be sincere, are requesting for an instant response from you. You don't have that time to say that I want to sit down and build a business from the scratch alone. That is where you have coaches. That's where you have mentors. That is why you have people who have gone ahead of you. One thing I see that is the craze is that a lot of people are now coaches, a lot of people are now trainers, a lot of people are now, they're just CEOs. Like Nigeria is like, if they should do the ratings now, we should have the highest ratings of people who are titled CEOs. Nobody really wants to learn the nitty gritty of initiating an idea and building it up from the scratch. I was talking to Busayo this morning, and I told her, I said, when I first started out, my first income in a year was 1,500 naira, and I was so happy because to me, it felt like I just made 1.5 million. People who heard me that day when I made this 1,500, they were like, babe, are you sure you are okay? Do you know how many years you have been, for how many months you've been doing this thing? The only thing you can show is 1,500, and you don't. And I'm like, you don't understand. You don't understand. There are quite a number of things that are calling out. Register for this. Sign up for this. Automate this. Buy this, and you will get this. Nobody really wants to sit down to really be sincere with themselves, to know what they want, to know how to go about what they want, and then follow due process. So it's not about telling you to read books. It's not about telling you to watch videos to self-train. It's about you first understanding why you are stepping out and also looking out for that one person that you know that you can. I love the way these Igbo people do their own entrepreneurship, where you have one person having like 5, 10 people working underneath him. He trains them and they know the nitty-gritty of that business. By the time they are stepping
Yeah.
out, they are stepping out as a man of their own. They understand what it means to bargain. They know what it means to be able to sell 10 and just gain maybe 5 naira, and then do that consistently, and they can break even at a point. Nobody really wants to do that. Everybody is a funny thing is you even have people coming to you as a digital marketer telling you, I want to promote an ebook that I wrote. I'm like, sincerely, in my mind, I'm like, okay, when did you start? You started maybe 3 months ago. You wrote a book and you want to promote it. And if you look at the writers, is it autobiography now? What they wrote there, you see the qualifications they give themselves, like, oh God. I'm like, this generation has lost it, sincerely. Sincerely. We need to
Yeah.
understand that thing that
Okay.
this the Christendom, we call it discipleship. I don't know what the Muslims call it. Like, I don't know what English to call it now. Like, when you know when you are learning a trade from somebody that has been in it for long, there is something about the success that that person has hit that will rest on you. It's beyond the talent that you have. It's beyond the passion that you have to want
Okay.
to do something. It's beyond it, because many things will be calling out to you, and they could want
Okay.
to
So
derail you off that path.
wow.
Yeah. So thank
So you need
you.
to you just need to have somebody that you are learning from, that you are looking up to, that is telling you, do it this way, do it that way, and you also need to trust the process to take you to where you are going to.
Oh yeah. So thank you, Dorcas. I think you are living to your word. You said you want you like you will wow us at the end of the all of us collect your number. I think you're doing that greatly. Thank you. It's actually a great time with you. Thank you for that. So I
Yeah.
said the take home point for that, I learned that we should leverage on things, leverage on relationship, leverage on material, leverage on a lot of things, because you really can't do all by yourself. You need help, and if you leverage, it, you
Yeah.
go faster. All right. So
Yeah.
so far so good. We've spent an hour. So I think at this point we have to give our final. Should I say final words now? I think I'll be starting with Jemima. Good to have you. So, what are you going to
Okay.
be telling young entrepreneurs out there, people that are looking up to you, people that want are aspiring to look like you? What are you going to be telling them, Jemima?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me around. Yeah, let me just leave these few words with every entrepreneur out there that you are not just an entrepreneur, you are
Mm,
loaded. You are a
yeah,
powerhouse.
I
You
think
know,
that's the point.
you yeah, we should not just think, oh, I'm just an entrepreneur, so I beg, and don't worry, I'm just getting small things. No, your mindset has to change today. You ideas are part of you. You are intelligent. You are a big dreamer. You are a big thinker. Just be consistent with what you are doing. Very soon, you everybody will get to know you. And
Yeah,
then please another thing, integrity in your business and the services you render. Please always be known for your integrity. Let your yes be yes. Let your no be no. Be
yeah,
consistent with the value you add to people, with the quality you give people. Be consistent with it. Today, don't give them something that is very excellent, and tomorrow you give them something that can't even be reckoned with. So always aim for the best,
oh,
and your
yeah.
entrepreneurship journey will be good. By God's
Oh,
grace.
wow. Oh, wow, that's lovely. That's lovely. Thank you. You
Thank
said we
you.
should be loaded. We are loaded, rather. Like we have a lot in us.
Yes,
Then we should
you
be
are.
consistent.
Mm,
Integrity. Integrity is
yeah,
key. Let people know that this is a brand. If it's not working, tell them it's not working. People love
exactly.
sincerity.
Hmm.
But a lot of us
Yeah.
just want to hide under one thing and start. But once you come out, I've learned this over time, like once you come out and tell them this is the way to work, they might actually disagree with you initially, but at some point they will come to think about whatever you're saying and they will run with it. So
Hmm.
I think that is
Yeah.
those 3 points are really wholesome. Thank you. It's good having you on board. I learned that you want to attend to your baby. You can actually
Yes,
leave if you
please.
want to.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Jemima.
All right. Bye,
Bye. Please
Thank
let's
everybody.
you.
say bye to
Oh, nice meeting
Jemima.
you.
Yeah,
All right. Thank you. Same here.
bye.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you,
Yeah.
you.
Jenny.
Bye. All right. So, Francis, what is your take home point for us? So that what I'll be reminding in years to come from you.
Frances is
Okay,
my mentor.
so
If you guys don't
Oh,
know,
oh, okay. So mentor
so
mentee.
if you're an usher and you're not following Frances on social media, that's where.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
okay, you should know my Clementina. Clementina is a senior boss.
Oh.
So, mm, to every entrepreneur out there, I will always will tell them that the vision lies with you, because most
Yeah.
times you have an idea in your head and you're communicating and people cannot understand, or people cannot see it, or you're not getting people to buy into your vision. And most times it's because they can't see it for themselves, so they can't see it for you, so they've never believed in themselves, that they will achieve
Mm,
any goal. So if you follow that, if you follow what people say, you might be shortchanging yourself. So what you need to
mm,
understand is that the vision lies within you, and you need to believe in yourself, and you need to have your grit, because yes, it's nice that you have your vision, you have your idea, but the universe will test your grit.
mm.
Universe test if this is truly what you want, because if not, you pack your bag and go home. Because I heard Dorcas saying a lot of people are coming up now. It's just a matter of time. By the
I'm
time,
telling
by the time
you.
COVID clears up, we will know
You
those
will
that
know with
came to
who.
the one are going to set the
That's
mind, and those
actually
that
true.
pass by.
Yeah.
So it's your grit that will get you to that level. Entrepreneurship is good, but in the first few years, you need to put in the work.
Mm,
Is when you get to your tipping point, that's when it will skyrocket, and then you can start cruising, but don't over cruise when you get to that point. Then again, it's nice you invest in yourself. Don't always feel you know it all. Yes, you can have the talent, but you might not understand the business of your talent. So that's why you need to go and take trainings. So if you've not mastered that area, you need to go take trainings. Always invest in yourself. You can't know it all. There's a once you start thinking that you know it all, that's when you start failing. So always look out for
yeah.
people that you learn from. So always look out for people that you learn from and people that you impact. So that way you don't just absorb knowledge, because at a point when you over absorb knowledge, you become, all I say, you become
Brain
information
dead.
junkie, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
you end up not even
Overload.
taking any action. So you get overload.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you end up not even taking
Yeah.
any action to achieve any result. Before you know, you start feeling incompetent. You start doubting yourself.
Ah,
But that's because
tired.
that
Yeah.
you're taking the necessary action. So
Mm,
ensure that in your circle, you're not always the one that know it all. Get people that you
mm,
look up to, that you're learning from, and people that you're impacting. Then also, you need to have an accountability partner, or people that you're
mm,
accountable, because like no man is an island, and this entrepreneurship journey is where you will test if you have discipline, because there are days you will wake up and you feel like, oh, this is not for me, I'm tired, I can't do this again. But that is the day that you need to test if you have discipline and if you need to continue on this journey or not. So either
mm,
way, um develop good work ethics that will help grow your business to a large level or to a global level, because that is the aim now. I think from if there's any new entrepreneur here, I think you should start thinking, while you're starting out, start thinking for when you start competing in the global space, because that will keep you motivated and keep you going throughout the journey. So that's basically it. Like I said, have your vision, invest, have accountability partner, and ensure you give back. So always have people that you impact their lives with. Thank you.
oh, Francis, that's a whole book. Like seriously, it's actually a whole book. Yeah, like anybody that can run with all your points, I feel the person will be fine because those things are actually needed for everybody, no matter the field, the niche of businesses that you have or business that you are trying to look into. Like I was just writing it down. Invest in yourself. That's actually deep. Like a lot of persons, they're not ready to spend. They're so free things are available,
Yeah.
but if you really want value, you really need to invest in yourself to be better. We can leverage on the free, but at some point, you know that
Yes.
you are not even the free is always an introduction.
Upgrade.
Yeah, you get it.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Francis. That is actually very deep.
Thank you.
Like seriously. Oh, so
Yeah.
I'm going to be ending with Mercy.
Yes,
What are
please.
you telling us?
Okay, Francis and Jemima said a lot.
Yeah,
Let me first start from saying the God factor is important in anything you do.
you are right.
Yes, so in everything we do, whatever it is you're doing, it is very
Mm,
important to understand the place of God, because
mm,
you get some kind of wisdom that is not common to other people. You may want to make some decisions sometimes, and you just have divine insights to let you know that this is this is good or this is not good. Then after that is in place, it is important that you believe so much in yourself that Nigerians will say, whatever you are doing, wear it on your chest.
mm,
Don't come and feel like, okay, this was something I struggled with, because as an entrepreneur, after my NYSC, as it were, it seemed I took business as an option because I wasn't getting the kind of job I wanted to do. Fine, I knew I was going to do business in the long run, but I used to think it will be when I'm 40, after I've made some kind of money, I will now give it to them hot, hot. We just open
mm,
the business big. But it seemed like, oh, why don't you start early? You're not doing anything. This thing you want to do when you're 40, why don't you start it now? And then I started, and usually, whenever I went out, I was usually not proud enough to say, oh, I'm a makeup artist. Like I would want to now start explaining how I am a makeup artist and all of that. And then I thought it was really affecting me. But one day my mom called me and told me, see, this thing you are doing, be proud of it. It was not easy for you to be feeling funny. And I'm thanking God I listened to her, and yeah, I'm someone who I am so proud of. And everywhere I go, there's no reason you should try to make me feel less of myself, because I'm doing what I really want to do and I'm touching
mm,
lives. I look out to different organizations to teach people that cannot afford my trainings for free. I've done it in churches, and I see how not I see how I feel so blessed after teaching them. I don't know how they feel. Of course, they're usually very grateful. They keep telling me thank you. But I think that I'm even the one that is more blessed to be able to give back to people that ordinarily would not be able to pay what I'm going to charge for a training normally. So believe in yourself so much that nobody can come and bring you down. Fine, don't be proud. Listen to people, because people are very important. I am where I am today because when I was doing makeup, someone advised me, you're doing makeup. It makes more sense to also learn hairstyling professionally so you can become a professional hairstylist at the same time a professional makeup artist.
Mm.
And my hairstyling business has gotten me a lot of makeup jobs I would not have gotten if I wasn't a hairstylist. So people are important. Don't be proud. Listen to people.
Makeup
But even in listening to people, make sure no one is bringing you down. Because if someone has the opportunity to bring you down and you start feeling less than yourself already, it's a wrong turn. So the God factor is important. Believe in yourself. Listen to people. People are so important. People that are not your clients today, by the kind of relationship you have with them, become your clients tomorrow. So don't think anybody is too small to talk to you. Or I mean, entrepreneurs are usually always people persons, because in the long run you have marketers, you'd have different people working for you, but you're your own brand ambassador. So if people meet you and say, oh, that person has a very bad attitude, it's like saying your business has a very bad attitude if they find out you're the one who owns the business. So be your own brand ambassador. Do everything you know you want your business to speak them through your actions, through your words, and just live your best life. Even in doing your business, what you know you will not be proud of tomorrow, don't do it today. So take everything you're doing. Like Francis said, no, like Jemima said, Jemima was one that spoke about integrity. Integrity is very important. I used to think I knew about integrity until I started business. Someone made me say a statement I did not mean. And that statement cost me a lot of money. And since then, I had said I was not going to try to twist my words because of business, whether it was for short term or long term. Because in the end, I saw that mistake was long term. I lost that client, and it was just because I was in a fix and I felt like, oh, that money was important. If I had known better, I would have just been very plain, and then I would not have lost the client. Now, because I've lost one client, I don't know how many other clients I have lost. So integrity is very important.
Yeah.
Just being true to yourself in business, even in your own personal life, is very important. Build your network. Even if you feel, since I started business, God, I have become a people person, a social media person, because if I just add your contacts to my phone today, I also save my number. Every day I'm posting hairstyling, makeup. Even if you're a man, at least you have a mother, you get married, you have a daughter, you have male friends. So I'm constantly always trying to meet people so that when I'm posting on my WhatsApp story and Instagram, personal Instagram and business Instagram, you're seeing what I'm doing. And then one day when even if you never thought you were going to book me, one day someone just tells you, oh, I'm getting married, I need a makeup artist. There's this girl I know, she's always posting. You can then marry such people. So I think that is all I'm going to say. Yeah.
That's good, Mercy. Well, I think I'm going to pick your last word, which is be consistent. You said a lot of things. You said you started with the God factor. I think every one of us, we are here because there is a God that we know and that is backing us. So, and we should not at any point in time forget that. And you mentioned that we should listen to people. We should always listen to people because see, I tell people that there is no words that probably that word might not be useful at that point in time, but it might actually still be useful later. So we should not just get people that what is this one saying. We should learn to listen to people. Then the next one I picked from the word is we should be our brand ambassador. See, that's what I tell when I teach is okay. So I run two companies presently. Other creations, that's a beat making. I make beats. Um, for people for I train basically in NYC camps, and when I'm training I tell my students that nobody can sell your business like you have to wear it like you said, like I wear it, I put it on and let everybody know that this is you. That is just it. So you really have to push out yourself out there. Thank you for sharing all those words with us this night. Mercy, it was good to have you here. Francis has spoken. And now to our digital marketer before our host.
I'm
So
sure.
your last word for us. Yeah.
Everybody has said a lot of things, so there's no point
Yeah, it's just
adding to
action.
it so that there will be no information overload. Sincerely, everything
Yeah.
you've heard, just do it. Pay attention and
Yeah.
listen. That's
Mm.
all. Pay
Oh wow. So
attention
now
and
are you
listen.
sure you will not eventually go into politics? Like you're really acting like one. You know, I like for this year will come and say, oh, no, you know everything they've said. Okay, that's good. It's good. It's good. It's actually nice. Probably if you are, we just talked about word. We should not neglect word. If you are not planning to, you might actually put in that
Mm.
into, that probably it should be a skill I should consider. Yeah. So
Okay.
to our hosts, what's the year for us?
Thank you so much.
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
we can hear you.
Yes, please.
Okay. So, so I would just say that take yourself seriously. Until you take yourself seriously, that's when people will take you serious.
Mm.
And I said, take fast, perfect actions. If you have seen what I do, they are not the most perfect things. I'm not like there are things beyond your control. For example, network is bad, but we are here. So if you don't show up, there's no way people would find you.
Mm.
Another thing I would like to say is sell shamelessly. I remembered when one of my colleagues said to me that you mean you provide ushers for events and I've never seen on you before. And he said it, I began to tell people about it, and that began to open open doors. You can imagine today, Madam Frances is here, Miss Rabiu is here, Dorcas is here, like everybody is here because I decided to step out. That was why I was able to attract people like you, and I want to say thank you for coming. And I want to say this that serve to learn and grow. Like when you come around people that can be of help to you, I don't know if this is a yeah. I I follow every one of you on social media because there's something I'm learning from you. I know Josie in particular. I will say, how did you create that post? How did you create that engaging content? And God brought Madam Frances to set up a course, and I bought it. I bought it. I did not tell her that please, even if I cannot afford it, if you cannot afford that will be beneficial to you, shoot your shot, send the mail and say to get this course. This is the amount I have now. I have been practice, and even though a plan that they're offering, they decided to give me an opportunity willing to learn, and I put my heart to it. So please serve to learn and grow. And I really want to say to everybody out there, in case you have an opportunity to work in a corporate environment, please go for it. It helps
Oh, we are losing you. The network.
to understand people and manage people's is different from everybody coming. You don't know how happy I
I'm
am.
a
I'm
witness.
really grateful. I've been anticipating how I will help everybody, but from the bottom of my heart, I'm very grateful. Thank you for saying yes.
You're
Everybody said
welcome.
yes in less
It's
than
good to see
48
our
hours, and I don't take it
faces,
for granted. I really want
our
to say thank
beautiful,
you.
beautiful faces.
Thank
Madam
you. Thank you so
Francis.
much.
You know, I said it. All of you will collect my
And
number when we are done, and I'll collect your number.
and I
Yeah.
I was like expecting
Thank
so
you.
from here we build relationships that we can do greater things together. Collaborations will come out from here. I love
Yeah.
to say that.
Yeah, I think so. So don't worry. Thank you very much, at Busayo. Actually, it has always been an awesome relationship with you, and I think this is actually a step to a lot of greater things for us. Starting off this, I know it's going to be opening a lot of doors. If you are joining us live on Facebook, we appreciate you. Thank you very much for sharing your evening with us. We are not taking it for granted. If you are live on Instagram, we
Yeah.
thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you. I hope you've learned one or two things this evening from this series. Another section is going to be coming up tomorrow morning. I think Busaya is going to be talking about that. But before I round up from my hand, I just want to say a little about my journey, a little about my story. You know, one thing about moderating is that you ask people questions, but they don't get to ask you questions. I think it's lovely, right? All right, so like I said earlier, I manage two businesses, and the other one is less than 2 months. Well, like Doctors is a virtual assistant service that I render to people. I just started it in June, and so far so good. It has been okay. So like I
And you
just
have
picked a lot of
gotten
things
9.
from yeah. And okay, so it has actually been okay. So other the correct VA, that's the virtual assistant business, is actually my baby now. But another issue I have is I have a 9 to 5, I have two businesses. So combining everything, oh father. But I tell you, it hasn't been easy, but it's actually been
Superwoman.
tax, yeah. So what I want to tell anybody out there, like everybody have said, because Doka said we should not give an information overload, which is very essential. Because everything we have said this evening is what we have heard at the point in our life. It's just the action. We should go out there and take action. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing you cannot do. That if you believe that,
Mm-hmm.
nothing you cannot do. Once you envisage it and you have it in your mind, just go out and take action. Initially, it's going to be rough. Nobody is going to tell you that it's fine. Like everybody here, if they come here and tell you that we started and we started having clients, we started doing this, is a lie. So
Zobo.
you should go ahead, go out there and just do whatever you want to do and do it well. Put professionalism in whatever you are doing. Don't feel that you can do it
Yeah.
anyhow. You don't know who is looking at you. You don't know who is seeing you. You just have to put out yourself there and put it right. Leverage your networks, leverage your relationships. Don't discard everybody. Don't feel this person cannot be useful to me. There's nobody that cannot be useful to you. Every relationship you have met, like every of the six of us on this call this night, I know that we are here at this point in time on the 31st of July for a reason. And I'm not taking that for granted. And I just believe that this relationship is going to go beyond this. So leverage your relationships and always go out there and be the best, because you are you and you can always go out and be the best. Thank you very much for having you guys. So I will leave the floor now for Busayo Clementine, our host, to round up the section. We've spent a whopping 1 hour, 21 minutes on this call. So it's actually been awesome. Yeah, Busayo, the floor
Wow.
is for you.
Wow. Thank you so much for doing. Thank you for that. So a rundown. Josie already mentioned to us that she's the founder and lead strategist at Odara Creation, a professional big making outfit. She currently runs a virtual VA. If you need clarification on a particular line of business, I would advise that you follow her on Instagram. Odara Creation is what it is, and Correct Virtual Assistant Hub it is. So, thank you very much, Dunsin. I'm very glad that you took to moderate this section. And I'm going over to Dorcas. Dorcas is the lead marketing strategist at Virtual Domains Hub. You can find
Yep,
every of
yep.
our activities, especially on Facebook. So if you need anything digital marketing, online marketing for converting your subscribers to people that would actually buy from you, and from converting those people that just like your post to
Yeah,
people that will buy from you, please do
yeah.
well to contact her. Follow her on
My head is swelling.
Facebook and on
Calm down.
Instagram at
Calm down. Calm
Omotola
down.
Doka.
Calm down.
Now, this is very touching to my soul. Earlier in my business, I needed a lot of direction. I don't know what. And somewhere last year, the Lord provided me memes. Francis, I love to use memes. So Frances Oman, she's an author, and I want to say to every usher and young person out there, for female young persons, if you need a mentor, I think you should just follow Frances Oman on Instagram and follow the pro event hosted up. I know she's based in Abuja, but social media is you can reach out to her. She's a young ladies. So please do not allow the situation you are facing to force you to bottle up. Follow Frances, and I'm sure that it will be a life changing experience. And to my amazing Mercy Rabiu, One of the things that really attracted me about Mercy is how she has been able to tailor her Insta to attract the quality customers. She says that do everything that has to do with makeup, beauty products, hair styling, and autogele. Mercy is your one-stop shop. So you can follow Royal Avon on Instagram, and I'm sure that if you send her a direct message, she will be more than glad to assist you. My name is Clementina Busayo. I want to say thank you everyone out for spending to choose to come on this live call. And in case you are watching the replay, you have questions, please feel free to drop your questions. And in case you also run a service-based business and you need direction, you need clarity to know what niche to sell to your customers, feel free to send me a message on Clementina Busayo on Facebook and on Clementina Busayo on Instagram. I will be more than willing to assist. Thank you, ladies, for making it to this call. Jemima Samuel
Uh,
is a designer, and if you need anything to design, anything that has to do with design to promote your business, all you need to do is follow Pinion Creations on Instagram, and I'm sure Jemima will be there to receive you. Thank you so much, ladies. It's been an amazing time talking to you. I think this is where we get to say bye. Thank you so much.
yeah, yeah.
Bye.
Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Mercy. Thank you,
You're
Dorcas. Good to
welcome. You're
have you.
welcome. Nice
Thank
meeting.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you for this podcast.
yeah.
Nice meeting all
Bye.
of you.
Yeah, bye.